Welcome back to the second week of Friday Night Futsal. Tonight we face off against Banterlona FC. We were really looking to continue our one-match winning streak, and they say the key to a good performance is good preparation. Well, unfortunately, half the team decided to go out to a ball last night instead. We all woke up pretty rough-headed the next morning, so we all grabbed the one thing to really help the hangover. Yep, you guessed it.
Walk.
So after a quick prees, and now with half the team either drunk or feeling sick, we headed out to start the match. Today's lineup again saw a distinct lack of substitutes, with Wallace again filling in as goalkeeper, Harry in defence, Jimmy and Ivan making up the midfield, and Sam up front. So with that, and after one of their subs says hello to the camera, we're ready for the kickoff. Banterlona FC were certainly living up to their name as their subs found our camera.
We can do a sport now.
You bend over and I'll doggy you on the camera. Just drop something down and I'll come up.
Oh no.
Just doggy right here.
You wanna get down?
Oh, it's for us.
You just bend over and I'll just come up.
Luckily they didn't start some sort of orgy, so we can get back to the game with Sam chasing a through ball down the left hand side. He cuts it back, but his pass is intercepted and goes out for a throw. Jimmy plays a 1-2 with Sam before taking a shot which is blocked and the rebound goes out for a goal kick. Sadly, that was the last time we see the ball for the next 20 minutes, as Banterlona FC have all the possession in our defensive half. So it was only a matter of time before the inevitable happened. And no, they are not applauding another porn joke, but are in fact celebrating their first goal. Back to kickoff, and our super sub Greg arrives at the scene, which means we have our cameraman back. It also means we get to see the other half of the pitch, as Greg picks up a loose ball and goes for a long run down the right hand side, taking on a few defenders and winning a corner. Not sure if the corner was meant to be a cross or a shot, but it is safely picked up by the keeper. There's more possession in our attacking half, as Sam plays a 1-2 with Mr. Black and Orange, before laying it off to Ivan, who's caught in possession, but their defender fails to keep the ball alive. Or so it seems, because as seen here, the ball was actually kept in. Oh well, they soon find possession again with Mr. Tracksuit Pants playing the ball to Harry, who gives it straight back to their striker, who then goes to hit the post before Wallace is able to collect the loose ball. Their striker doesn't seem too bothered though, as he manages to work his way through our defence before finding Mr. Tracksuit Pants, whose beautiful finish gives them a 2-0 lead. After making the assist, their striker celebrates by taking about 3 hours to do up his shoelaces. And then kick off. Surprise surprise, we're on the defence again, and Greg gives away a free kick on the right hand side. The free kick is fired in and straight back out again for a throw-in. The throw-in magically turns into a corner and Jimmy takes out his own teammate Sam. The ball is played across to their defender, whose shot is blocked by Sam. Unfortunately, his clearance is straight back to their defender, whose second attempt finds a heavy deflection off Sam, past Wallace, and that's 3-0. Time for kick-off again. And from here, Behan Rovers had all the possession, as we see Greg's shot narrowly missing the goal. Nah, I lied. After that one moment, Banterlona have the ball back in our half with another corner. This time the ball is played across to Mr. Tracksuit Pants, whose shot is blocked by Jimmy, and picked up by Sam. Greg decides to slow down the tempo to make sure we keep possession. He plays it back to Harry, who seems to have forgotten that we're playing in yellow, as his pass goes straight to their defender. Luckily though, he sticks a foot in to make a clearance. However, it still seems that he hasn't figured out that we're dressed like tennis balls, as he plays a lovely ball straight to their striker. Luckily, Wallace made a good save and the ball was eventually cleared to safety. To be fair on Harry though, black and yellow are very easily mixed up as they are so close to each other on the colour spectrum. Soon, we win a free kick which is taken by Jimmy. His shot is blocked by the defender and cleared out for a throw-in. The throw-in is taken quickly back to Harry, who seems to have figured out that yellow and black are in fact completely different colours. Their defender wins the ball back from Greg, but not for long as Jimmy's tackle goes out for a throw-in. And that marks the end of the first half. After a quick drinks break and a team talk, we were all ready to start the second half. Football is really a game of two halves, and we were determined to make a strong start. However, it didn't quite go to plan, and we conceded again within about 30 seconds of the restart. Anyway, here's an interesting tip. Don't drink beers before deciding to try and film, because you'll just end up getting some great shots of the clouds. We're given a free kick in a great spot. Greg lays it off to Jimmy, whose shot is just sent into row Z in a pretty terrible effort. Sadly, the cameraman seems to have disappeared at this point, and we can't see Greg's lovely finish to bring the score to 4-1. Realising he probably missed the goal, Mr. Cameraman picks up the camera and pretends to have been filming all along. Nice one. After conceding, they try a new tactic of just getting their keeper to throw it as far as they can. It doesn't work, as Jimmy is about 13 metres tall and heads it away. Our keeper Wallace liked the idea though, and sends the ball forwards himself. It takes a deflection from their defender, and that's a corner. The corner is initially blocked, but Greg shows off some great techers and tells the defender to sit down. He then plays the ball into Jimmy, who slots it past the keeper to make it 4-2. The comeback may well be on, as they make a meal of the kickoff, and Greg does well to make it round 2 defenders before playing it off to Sam, who surely can't miss from 6 yards. Oh dear. Never mind. Here Harry finds himself in loads of space, and he plays a rather aggressive ball to Jimmy, who then gives it off to Wallace. He takes a shot, but it goes wide for a goal kick. Soon after, we are given a corner which their defender is not too happy about. The corner is fired in low, and after a bit of a scrap, we appeal for a handball. Rather embarrassingly though, it was their goalkeeper's hand, and even the ref had to laugh at our ambitious penalty shouts. Moving on, Wallace fires a great shot at the crossbar, but unfortunately, the score stays at 4-2. Their keeper hasn't changed his mind about the long throw tactic, and to be fair, it nearly pays off. Nearly. But Ivan eventually collects the ball and lays it off to Wallace. Soon Greg is pushed and awarded a free kick. He plays a 1-2 with Sam, and then gives it back to our keeper Ivan. Now our goalie tries to score a horrendous own goal, a tactic made popular by Aston Villa recently. Luckily though, we're not Aston Villa and the score stays 4-2. But not for long, as a misplaced pass to Tracksuit Pants eventually finds the back of the net, making it 5-2. Kick-off. And the defender tries either a cross or a shot. Not sure, but it doesn't work, and Wallace goes for the highlight reel. After a quick trip to the moon, the ball lands on next door's pitch. From one highlight reel to another, we see the worst through ball in the history of football. Sadly, at this point, Ivan slips on the wet pitch and pulls a hamstring, so we're back to 0 subs for the rest of the game. As if things couldn't get much worse, their defender plays a cheeky backheel to Mr. Tracksuit Pants, who slots at home for 6-2. Their defender then runs off like he's just scored the winning goal of the World Cup. Cool your jets mate, it was just an assist against a bunch of drunk students in a Friday night futsal league. Soon after yet another kick-off, Banterlona win a corner. It's taken short but comes to nothing as it goes out for a goal kick. That's the final whistle, and it wasn't the best of results for us. Looking at the standings, we dropped to 4th spot after 2 girls 1 cop scored their first win. Our next fixture is against Lamborghini, so leave a like for the boys and tune in again next week.